All right, best practices. I'm going to hit four core concepts: layers, templates, breakouts, next set of docs. So layers, again, what you want to do when you set up a job, first thing is, I should go to the one that's actually the test one. First thing you should do is actually duplicate the layers. So zzTakeoff, they'll get this fixed probably, but when you make a new layer, you lose the hyperlinks. And I love the hyperlinks, so don't lose the hyperlinks. It'll get fixed shortly, but right now the workaround is click the default layer, right click, duplicate, and then it duplicates a new one, and then you call it your name. And then you rename it Kyle, and then, or scope or whatever. So now the hyperlinks stay. If you make a new layer, Kyle, new layer. If you make it this way, you see how the hyperlinks go away. You're like, well, no, I want to keep the hyperlinks, dang it. And again, OST, we are all used to working in our own environment. Let me go back to the Rocky Mountain set. We're all, and it's critical that we keep that workflow. It's kind of best practice just to do your own stuff in your own world, because let's just until we get better at it. So that's why it's critical to make a layer, and you can go see what you can go to the layer, hop around other layers to see where things are. And then when you make new layers, make sure I did something on my layer. So I have one thing on my layer. I didn't do any shotcrete yet. Let me make some shotcrete. So when it's, now you can go to reports and quickly separate it out per layer. And you can quickly do layer, group by layer. Good type. Now we got layer. Now you can imagine if this was a bunch of people, right? There's everybody's layered. Like, don't use the default layer. It gets confusing unless it's just you. That's best practice. So number, I gotta go back to my default layer. Templates. So templates we hit on last video, but double click templates. And these are critical. You set them up for your company. Right now you can't lock them down, which is unfortunate in zzTakeoff, but if you see something, fix it. Go for it. Love it. And grab the objects you need. These are they're pre-set up with stuff that you already know, like they're cross-coded to unit format, scope classification. Use groups important in edifying how we do breakouts at Hensel Phelps, but that's an admin thing I should probably go over in the advanced video, which I will do that in the next video. And so then you grab your templates, right click, drop them in, add to takeoffs, and there go to town. And then you do your takeoffs. And you can Control C, Control V, add what you need to, delete what you need to. It's in your world, on your own layer, which is great. So let's talk about breakouts. So let's say, well, actually this project, we have left side is operation, right side services or service business unit. So we had to actually separate all the costs on that widget. So, right now, the old workflow is this: you had to grab a door and pretend you're doing your takeoff. You'd have to organize your takeoff that way at first. So to do that, I would double click on this door, and I would go to my WBS sort codes and call it services. Now everybody can. So now I assigned all the doors. You see how they're all selected. It's kind of hard to see, but they're all selected on services. We'd want to make another condition and call it left side operations. But where I'm going with this is if you hit the group by button, so now you can group it by use group and then scope classification. So now you can quickly see that, oh, services is the breakout. Apparently I did another one too. So now I would delete the stuff on the left side. It's really fundamental that you to take it off how you're going to break it out. So Control C, Control V, and then you would make this one ops left side, or whatever your breakout's called. So now you got a nice little breakout, just like estimating software. How estimator software does it, it breaks it out like this. You have to have a single item for every breakout. they're actually just launching a feature where you can quickly grab all these things and right click and assign it to a secondary property and break it out that way, so you don't have to make so many different conditions for your breakouts. That's actually being dropped this week, so look for a video on that too. So that's breakouts. And next level, set up docs. So best practice, if I'm going from DD design development like 50% to DD 100%, I'm going to make a brand new project. And that brings up a good point. You can right click zzTakeoff, right click and duplicate this thing. So I'm always having multiple tabs of zzTakeoff open because you can be on like the structural drawing on this sheet, you know, on your right screen. I used to have OST left screen, Bluebeam right screen. Well, now I just don't even use any of those tools. Two tools down to one. Woo-hoo! So now you can do stuff here. You can even do things like you're going to be floored with this if I had to find the takeoff. So if I'm on this for takeoff and I copy this, pretend I have a left screen, right screen. So if I grab this object, did I lock this or what? Why can't I grab this? Oh my gosh, I locked it. So if I grab this widget, Control C, right, copied, and I can go over here and on my other screen, left screen, right screen, Control V, right? It's copy left screen, right screen, paste left screen. It's so cool, like that. So that's the best practice workflows. That's awesome. Thanks for listening to me. Cheers.